which is pretty interesting there. And caio with the Orion. The Orion's been like a very interesting pick. It's almost been like the support or the more of the like, I go center, I go use range, I go crazy type like character.
Yeah, and then you still have the axe, which we've seen so much of to close out those stocks as well. So
yeah,
I like the team comp idea here on the blue side. We're gonna see how well it pans out. Game number 1 is loading in, getting everything underway. And there we go.
Yeah, there we go. There we are. We got it now. Yeah, I mean, we're going into this first game. We're on Miami Dome. So we got 2 stationary platforms, which a lot of players tend to use to their advantage whenever they can. We have 2 axes. We have a spear. We have a lance. Our 2 lances. I don't know. I mean, we're seeing a lot of axe and lance tonight. Oh my goodness.
I mean, just from the start too, like the way these 2 teams are moving, like they're playing hopscotch across the entire stage, just full control of that aerial momentum. It's a much faster paced game 1. You gotta be careful right now if you're caio off the top. Look at how well red team's been maintaining control at the very start. They go a little bit too far for the edge guard, but it doesn't even matter because blue team has to recover and they can't.
They absolutely cannot. And caio and Riot lose their first axe. I think Riot didn't want to deal with the 2v1 situation, just wanted to respawn. I don't know. Those type of decisions can make or break a game here. I mean, if it helps your mental enough, then do it. But to give up that stock so easily is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's the cards they gotta work with now, and into those second stocks we're already in, the yellow territory. Red team doing such a good job. Like, they're sticking together for a lot of this. And as soon as they get broken up, well, they lose both their stocks. But you see why. Like, when they're together as a unit, they're able to maintain so much space.
Oh yeah, 100%. They have a lot of synergy between each other as a team. A lot more than I expected going into this. And I think them going forward, they're going to be going for a lot more team-based combos, maybe kind of separate the blue team a little bit as much as they can so they can't take that control of the platform.
Yeah, I mean, just look at how close Tomoko is staying behind Lazuli. Whenever they get something going, it's like he's ready to cover any of the dodges. He's ready to follow up. I really, really love the spacing the red team has going on right now.
Also, another thing as well, Riot and caio are seed 113, and Lazuli and Tomoko Enrico are seed 24. So there's 80 teams between each other going into this matchup. It's definitely been interesting here.
And yeah, I mean, the lead just continues to extend on red side. I mean, you need a double knockout right now if you're on the blue team. I mean, get some axe forward lights in there. Clean up. Try and find something. Recovery. Wait, what?
Oh, wait, what?
What? Wait, I think there was an air dodge down on the red side. Just goes completely through the recovery, gets the reversal, and suddenly it's 4 stocks to 1 here. We need the replay. Check the tape on that.
Get the replay on that, absolutely. And I don't know, Riot's definitely here. He's not going to try to use too much mental focus on this game. He's still going to go ahead and get the double knockout either way. Very nice job with the axe. But now he's going to go weapon starve a little bit. Saying, you know what, you can't get a weapon. And now we have 1 player with axe, 1 player with gauntlets. So I think we're going to see off-edge gameplay by Tomoko Enrico with ground pounds, and then Lazuli maybe with the platform control with the axe.
Yeah, I mean, that double knockout with the axe, we needed that earlier when your teammate is still alive. Not again. Not again. We've already seen 1 of those this game. That would be the most insane turnaround ever happened to the other team, but no. Solid close out there on the red side. I need to see this replay. We're pulling it up.
Yeah, we're pulling it up because that was a very interesting knockout option, or knockout in general for this game.
Yeah, it should be coming up here. So jumps over, and it's just did it just knock out on its own that early?
This sword recovery, yeah.
That, I mean, I guess small top blast zone. I guess I'm not used to how short Miami Dome is, because that was like immediate.
Yeah, absolutely. And I kind of give it to Riot though. I mean, if their opponent was a little bit more damaged, that recovery with blasters would have knocked off that ceiling at the end. So I don't know. Right now, Lazuli and Tomoko Enrico are now up by 1 in this set here. So we'll have to see what happens from the blue team. Are they going to be able to land a lot more team-based combos, or are they going to try to separate the opponents as much as they can?
Yeah, I mean, again, it was kind of a meme in the last game almost with how quickly that stock melted. So if you're on the blue side, like, you're not out of it yet. You just have to not lose your stock as soon as you get another one.
Yeah, for sure. And right now, it's close. I mean, we're 30 seconds in. Pretty much every player right now is in the orangey red.
Yeah, I mean, Axe on both sides at this point. We've already seen how useful that can be, just sealing the deal. Riot trying to get an opening, not able to find anything just yet. First strike is actually a team knockout. And you see like the little dash chance back and forth, just rubbing it in their face. Like, all right, we'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely. And red team will take whatever they can get too. I mean, they definitely want to win this set 3-0. They do not want this going into a game 4 or a game 5 situation or a 3. Like, they just don't want it to happen at all. I don't know. They're trying to use their barbecue sauce red colors as much as they can here. And Riot gets knocked out of that first stock of theirs. Lazuli and Tomoko, very, very red. They're trying to make that spicy barbecue sauce red now. And
I mean,
Cider
look
there.
at Tomoko.
Oh, nice turnaround. Nice turnaround from Caio.
I was looking at the wrong person right now, and yeah, Caio and Riot both picking one up.
Yeah, blue team is able to make amends, but KO is very, very lit on their stock.
So yeah, looking much, much better this time around. I mean, Caio, you gotta make it back, but right into the waiting arms of Lazuli. And red team pulling another advantage here in this second game. In a very good position. You gotta be careful right now if you're Lazuli. Like, that's blue team's win condition right now. Get this stock off Lazuli, try and find a way to equalize, but when you have a rocket lance, you're able to play it very patient.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think the range that you have with the rocket lance is definitely very powerful. And we're going to see a lot more of that right now coming out of the red team. KO and Riot are out of a stock. KO is out entirely. Riot's got one more remaining, having to go against Gauntlets and Lance off ledge. Definitely a very interesting thing there. Lazuli able to come back on the opposing side of the map. Moko is trying to do something here. Oh, the recovery, it's both red team members.
The nice thing about being so far ahead is that it doesn't even matter if, you combo your teammate with the enemy, as long as you get the job done. So yeah, like 4 stocks to work with. Riot, like, he needs, like a down zig, and needs to find something to equalize. Gets the first one from Lazuli, but like, he's got a lot of work to do. You got a ton. It's an uphill battle at this point, and hill was too steep for him to climb.
Absolutely, and it came down to Riot and KO just trying to do something against the red team. The red team's Lance is catching them off guard. Those gauntlets from Tomoko as well was catching them off guard. And they also kept them going off ledge, which may have not been the best thing, especially in this matchup here, just because of how strong of a team the red team is off that ledge as well. So either way, the red team doing 1,000 damage, blue team doing 653. And we're seeing for Lazuli and Tomoko, here's an interesting stat, 215 team damage to themselves.
To themselves?
215 to themselves.
That's not a good sign.
But if the blue team takes advantage of that, we'll see what happens, especially with Miami Dome having the stationary platforms that it has. So we'll see what happens. Right now, Riot and KO trying to do something here, going into round number 3. And is that Brim pick going to help out the blue team at all to reverse things here? We'll have to see.
I do think a lot of that team damage was like towards the end when like you have a big lead, so it's just like, all right, I'll combo my teammate with you. But some slip-ups, are actually punishable, and so that really is just like a question of, can blue team even maintain their footing in the first place to find those opportunities? Right now, like, there's just being pressured on both sides of the stage, both red team members winning their respective 1v1s.
Absolutely. And right now, I mean, red team is not fazed by these platforms at all. Like at all. They were just going crazy on caio, and now they're trying to knock out Riot. Riot's out of that first stock as well. They're a minute in. They're trying to do a team combo on caio while he's got no more jumps. I mean, the red team synergy. It's like they're not hitting each other a whole lot right now, but it's interesting here.
Give it time. Give it time. We're gonna get a team KO in like 30 seconds. I'm calling it right now.
Oh yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Whether it be two people from, or one person from each team, whether it be two people from one team or whatever, we'll see a team combo.
Oh God, when you go that deep off stage, there's a lot that can go wrong.
Is your team combo gonna happen? It is. And both blue team members are down to their final stocks. Lazuli and Tomoko going absolutely crazy right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking like a wrap in this set. Like, from what we've seen of these players so far, like Lazuli and Tomoko, they just are such a powerful unit together. Sure, Tomoko loses their first stock, but I don't think they mind too much. I think they're pretty happy with this. It's Miami Dome. We've seen a very, very early stock be taken, but you need 4 of those if you want to have any chance of even getting to a game 4, not even winning this set. You'd still have 2 more games to work with, and this game is, and this set is getting further and further away from the blue team.
Yeah, blue team's trying the best they can and trying to take this team control of the platform here, this neutral control from the red team. Red team is just unable to do anything. Riot is out of the final stock. caio is by themselves here having to deal with this 2v1, or I'm sorry, 1v4, and that team combo is coming in. Red team taking the set 3-0 over Riot and caio. My goodness, that was an amazing set there from that team.
Yeah, I mean, the synergy is insane, even down to the scoreline, because it's like 3 KOs for each member, 1 fall for each member. In terms of damage taken, they're within 2. They're within 2. Tomoko took 332. Wow. Lazuli took 334. So like they're feeling in sync. Feeling in sync throughout this set.
Yeah, for sure. And with that being said there, Bio, that's gonna be the last of our sets that we are going to be commentating for the rest of the night. But do you have anything to say before we hop on out and get our new casters in?
I mean, it's been a pleasure to cast with you today. It's been a pleasure to see some fantastic gameplay both in Europe and here in South America, and I hope we get the chance to do so in the future.
Yeah, with that being said, I'm AJ Moore 2000. Today, casting with me is Bio, and we just casted some South American Winter Championship matchups for you guys on stream, but don't go away.